With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Throwing is Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jalen Carter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Hey, report. Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The Ravens at 11-3 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave them with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
13.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, here's Swift. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here's Swift. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defensive unit ranks 3rd in the NFL against the run, and I love what they're doing. Plugging up everything inside, hard to make way, and then they can run to the perimeter and shut you down that way as well.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Hey, Alpha, tonight! Hey!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He completes it to Baker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it in double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keep.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
13. Hey, middle. Let's go. Get high. Sit up.
Jackson now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Go.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's returnable now for Smith. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Right back to Swift again on second down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
This is Swift on the counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Well, it took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to the running game with Swift. Jalen Armour Davis, the one to get the tackle.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute.
Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16. And another first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll at It's another first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Jackson. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is... From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there. A breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
To throw again is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 4 yards out. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you created with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they're going to speed things up here. They run out of the gun with Swift. Gets past one man. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 67 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Now, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. In motion right is Watkins. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Return it.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Second and 10. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
Third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. It's a room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Hurts will throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Run it quick.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Middle.
Throwing is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. Now 2nd and 4. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.